Hi collective, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationship with ourselves first, okay? So we can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves, but it comes from managing the emotions. I know it's not always easy with the trials and tribulations, but allow your intuition, okay? You're going to within for your spiritual health, okay, to flow in your spiritual wealth. But it comes from the essence of love, loving yourself, loving beings, loving planet, loving God. So you can co-create with the universe with a balanced, okay, yin and yang. Alright? So the card we're looking for today, remember all my readings are timeless. Do not let any of my readings, okay, be forced upon you. Because you could be researching. You could be an air sign person, or you could be very intuitive. Or you could be looking at researching when it comes to maybe a new idea, okay? You're looking in the energy, all right, of the page of air. Maybe you're micromanaging information, taking a leap of faith, researching, okay, how to go within yourself. Because maybe you have a new idea, okay? So maybe you're thinking, what do you have to watch out for, all right? So you can take a leap of faith. Maybe someone feels a little bit wounded. But no, you're Rod. Oh, someone's chained. Someone could be a pothead. But if you're chained, you can still use your intuition. Because a fresh idea, chances, pathways. Have faith in your intuition. Because even though someone thinks that you can't walk, it looks like your spirit is chained. But no, what do you need to watch out for? You're looking at your youthful self. Remember, age is just a number. Alright, look at the wisdom. Maybe you're looking at being very vigilant when it comes to maybe serving the soul of the self, enabling yourself to travel safely upon the path of your destiny. Maybe you're looking at your trials and your tribulations when it comes to the challenges that lie within you or lie in front of you. Because now you're thinking, what do you have to watch out for? Maybe you're learning how to prepare. Okay, because now it looks like, like those people that I can just read your face. You probably got a face like that. So you're probably thinking of like how to use like your mental. Because somehow you feel within yourself someone's being mental conning. So you're observing someone's approach. All right. Because now you're serving yourself when it comes to the life of yourself. Maybe look at the insight of how to maybe discover something that's hidden. Maybe look at someone's strategy or your own strategy when it comes to necessities. You could be quite witty, actually. You look like you're very intensely looking at something. There might be news about negotiations or a new contract. So what do you have to look out for? Maybe the small print. You could be an air sign person. Maybe looking at maybe celebration, a marriage, a reunion of twin flames. Maybe look at something at short notice, because there may be news about negotiation or contract to look at. On the flip side, because remember there's two sides of a coin, because what do you have to watch out for? Your back. Use your intuition. Don't back down when people are being forceful, when you look at opposition. Stand your ground. Use your mental clarity. Prevent yourself from the weak and the powerless. Because when people want to stalk or maybe being a stalker, there always seems to be unseen difficulties arising. So someone could be under surveillance because someone's looking very intense at someone. Maybe you feel defensive and you're keeping arm's length from an action because someone's doing some harmful gossip, because someone's looking at maybe arguing or socializing at it, or maybe someone trying to make your social life difficult. They want you to feel vulnerable and exposed. Do you know, I always say preparation is always the best for everything in life. Because she looks so intense. She's even drawing me in. Yeah, look. Someone's looking at divine masculine, or you're looking at the Hierophant. You could be looking at a Taurus person under investigation. You could be looking at spiritually being guided towards your destiny. Maybe you're studying when it comes to going within yourself, all right, and seeing the Hierophant. How do you bridge? You know that you got micro and macro. It's also, they got it from like the cosmos, isn't it? You got the macro cosmo and you got the macro and microcosmo. It's your daily life when it comes to your spiritual existence, when it comes to sociology. So maybe someone studied sociology, maybe an institution or a Taurus person, and now there's inconsiderable things when it comes to someone's belief. You could be looking at the career of a pope. You could be looking at Christianity, Buddhism. You could be looking at being spiritually guided. Maybe you're looking at the ability to bridge when it comes to the alliances or partnerships, agreements. Maybe look at your own tradition when it comes to your own heritage. Because there seems to be duties. Maybe someone's learning about being a spiritual mentor. Or maybe someone's learning about voodoo. Or any other spiritual definitions to shape out their actions, to make their decisions. Maybe someone's looking for a spiritual order, but they have no respect. They have to respect it. And now maybe someone feels like they need to give up and maybe bring in more reconciliation, because there seems to be factors when it comes to macro and micro existence, when it comes to cosmos, or maybe psychological, when it comes to someone's psychological drive. There seems to be a very unconventional, unorthodox thing going on. So someone's searching or someone's investigating. Someone looks like they overturned something. Or maybe someone's unable to like deep look at their traditions or their traditional views, which hold them in the blind faith. Looking at dogma, maybe for some people, sort of hyphen. Because now you're looking at reaction. Maybe someone wants your reaction because somebody wants to, like, you know, when you got pleasure and pain, somebody wants your pain to create from your demise. All right. So now there seems to be someone's considering a spiritual problem. Okay. Now you could be looking at a spiritual hater that's trying to find a solution. You've got to respect it. Someone look at a stagnation when it comes to investigation. There seems to be something in the air, all right, when it comes to maybe trying to make a decision. Maybe someone's trying to compromise. Maybe someone's trying to make a decision about reaction, action, micro, macro, when it comes to maybe someone's psychological drive, okay? Because now you're looking at maybe the mondoons when it comes to maybe the world is not helping you. You've got to help yourself. Because now looking at someone's pointing. Someone's saying research. What do you need to look out for? What are you looking out for, collective? The soul of the self, pleasure or pain with purpose? Where are things flowing? What hopeful shots are you sprouting for? What are they looking for? Someone's pointing to an illusion. Someone in this institution or someone's belief, they're pointing to an illusion. Now someone's seeing someone is in an illusion. Where are things flowing? What's sprouting out the matter when it comes to micro and macro, when it comes to psychological drives of someone's thoughts? When it comes to researching or searching someone, is under the energy of illusions. Now, hope comes from the energy of the heart. Hope gives you a new heart, new vision, new prospect, new bright ways when it comes to pointing you in a direction of a promise. But also remember, promise is a comfort to a fool. Now, maybe someone's receiving new information, and I look at confirmation from someone's nation, where maybe they do what do you call that? Conferences. That wasn't the word that was in my head. Maybe you're looking at confirming that you were right, on the right path, because somebody was pointing someone to an illusion. So now you're looking at inspiration from the soul of the self, from new information. You're realizing you're in an illusion. Now you've got inspiration from the soul of the self in your dreams to inspire you to go forward and validate yourself. Maybe someone invalidate other people when it comes to love. Love, understand, validate. Maybe someone understands there's no love, there's no understanding, there's no validation. It was just an illusion. Maybe someone is looking at maybe dedicating themselves more deeply to bring renewal of new information when it comes to a situation. Is it a situation or a situation when it comes to relationship, or is it a relationship we can relate to while we sail together, or is a ship that's going to unsurety that someone's on the shores of an illusion in their own world? All right. So now maybe you're being more dedicated to your own self, okay? Because now you're looking at work, or maybe you're naturally bringing in that gift instead of working against your capabilities. You're working with your capabilities by seeing through the illusions. Yeah, because now your feelings are in a 5 of Cups, loss, regret, feeling abandoned and unloved. Because someone was in an illusion. Someone tried to point someone into an illusion, but someone sees through an illusion. Because someone is disconnected. Someone's pouring out their gifts and their talents for those who don't appreciate them. Because it's an illusion. Someone needs to turn more deeply within themselves and seek more information about a situation that's not balanced with their approach. Maybe you're looking at the values of someone's gift that seizes a cast when it comes to maybe people will abuse and disrespect you because they don't appreciate the gifts and the talent that pouring out to them. So now maybe you look at your own self-worth, or are you worth more than this? An illusion. Of course you are. You are worth more than this collective. You have a heart. The heart gives you hope, and hope gives the heart inspiration. Insight. Someone has a lack of insight, and now you're looking at an illusion. There seems to be a lack of inspiration or insight, because now maybe for some people time is your master because you're using your time wisely, but someone's pointing out that someone's in an illusion, and now you have the insight. Someone's maybe lacking time because now you're looking at a short supply of maybe resources, aspirations that are not really being accomplished. There's more castles in the air. So now you've got disappointments at appointments with yourself, and maybe perhaps you've been behaving like a spoiled diva. You understand? Being demanding and offending other people through your conduct. So now maybe you could be looking at a work issue when it comes to code of conduct. Maybe someone's researching about code of conduct within their community or business. Code of conduct. Maybe you need to really look at your code of conduct if you're looking at work. Because someone's offending someone through their conduct. So you've got to look at your contract. The small print. Yeah, because there seems to be a regret when it comes to maybe a plan, a structure, a plot. There seems to be an avenue. Oh, you know what this looks like? You know what just flashed into my head? You might have to look at your risk assessment, code of conduct, because this looks like the cheese. This looks like the cheese to me. Oh, the cheese matrix, the cheese. It was done by BP. It's a fucking really good it's a really good risk assessment strategy. If you're doing risk assessments. What was that one that she was doing? It's called cheese. Oh, I need a computer. It's cheese. It was definitely called cheese, and it's It's about seeing your holes in it. Remember, cheese has holes in it. So if you don't have your code of conduct, it's going to start hitting and bringing risk in it. It has to go through so it doesn't. Oh man, I need to refresh it as well. So please, yeah, that's what flashed. I'm going to go with flashed into my head. If you look at code of conduct, we're maybe looking at your contracts, renewing a contract when it comes to maybe you are working in a engineering company or anything to do mechanics, anything to do machinery. The cheese will be very, 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 very good for your structure when it comes to risk management, okay? Or sustainability. That'll be good for sustainability, all right? You could be looking at your acquisitions. Maybe looking at your validation of where maybe when you're overlooking your yearly annual report, maybe things ain't adding up for the returns, for the income. Because you're looking at outgoing and incoming. What's your code of conduct? Maybe some of you want to look at the strategy when it comes to sustainability. Chipotle has a very good case study about being transparent. I think someone needs to relook at their company structure. And I don't know why every time I pick up these cards, it's about company. It's the second time I've viewed these cards, you know. Chipotle has got a good case study about the supply chain, supply and demand, when it comes to being transparent to their consumers. They show exactly where they get everything from step to step. You might need to use that. Or you might need to look at the strategy map. I think it's called strategy map. There's 2 parts. That's a good one as well. That might help y'all. Anyway, like the strategy map is like your business plan in like a spider, but all in one place. So you can see there's different 4 quadrants. It's a journey to your profit. I can't remember what the other one is, but there's 4 on the side, and you've got to like, oh man, it goes with the bottom, the middle, the third, the fourth, and I have to see it to remember. That's all I can see in my head is that. It's called a spider something. Spider matrix, spider map. It's got 2 parts though. You can use one, and it does the metrics, measurements. That'll be good. There's 2 parts though. And one part gives you like everything. And then the second part gives you like the breakdown of everything, but in a map. You know what? There's some structures, business structures out there. You can even use it for your own personal structure, for your own self, because a business is like a person as well, isn't it? It has tradition and culture. So some business plans, I think, is really good for self-development as well, because it comes from self, isn't it? It's like diplomatic leadership, or is it reservoir? One of them. It's like a mother, isn't it? She does everything. She could be a banker, because she's got to go to the bank, she's got to do investments. She could be a barber person, because she's got to do people in hair, or a hairdresser. Do you know what I mean? There's one that has... Someone needs to figure out their leadership structure. That's probably why I'm saying that. Because someone's leading something into an illusion. Someone's stuck in an illusion. Because it's the regret. Yeah, maybe someone's stuck in an illusion. The cosmos. They need to put all the cosmos inside. Cosmos and macro. Maybe someone needs to look at their macro and micro structure. Yeah, because you have inside impacts and outside impacts. So maybe someone needs to look at their Porter's 5 and their SWOT, or you need to look at your Tobin SWOT. But when you look at relationship, it comes to emotion. Someone's stuck in an illusion. It's the same thing. But when you build a business, it's about the psychological drives, isn't it? Because you've got to put all these different people in one place. We've all got to be happy. We've got to come to one common ground. Do you understand? This is why I like not autocratic. I don't like autocratic leadership. It's too much dictating. diplomatic leadership. Put things back into place. Yeah, because someone's figuring out strategy, something. Projection. Someone's throwing something in the woodwork. Trajectory. From an illusion. Because someone's not appreciating someone's gifts and someone's talent. It's gone more of an illusion. Because when you look at the Seven of Cups, that's all about like when you have lots of options, you know, you can go within yourself and you can unwind and come out of an illusion and see what story you have spun around that matters. Someone probably spun, someone spun an illusion to bring something into the woodwork. So now someone's studying an illusion. Someone realized they built an illusion because someone threw something. Maybe someone's doing projection, projection, from rejection, trajectory, from a project that's become an illusion. Someone's building castles in the air. It could be a relationship, or from a friendship to flirting to relationship to maybe building a business, and now business becomes maybe middled up with, you know, flirtation, sex and everything. Now it's become an illusion. Now someone's thrown spanners in their own success when it comes to building a company maybe. So I'm looking at an illusion. Maybe looking at maybe discrimination that brings clear light when it comes to maybe the soul steering you onto the road to your destiny, but it seems to be an illusion. You need to write your dreams down, okay? It's essential so you can be in your discernment between reality and maybe emerging themes, okay? That mirage, you know, that mirage, so you can see beyond someone's trajectory, because now you're looking at projections in their project. So now someone's looking at rejection. You could be a midwife, because what glitters is not always gold, nor can you midwife all your dreams from sleeping into awakening. So whatever your imagination is shaping you, maybe it's growing into an illusion. And now maybe it no longer serves you because the soul is stirring you into a different direction. Illusions can sometimes feel like a wish fulfillment, but then it can be cloudy, clouds of illusions in the visions. So now you've got to be in your discernment, and maybe someone's learning between reality, fantasy, and illusion. Reality, illusion, plus no intuition equals an illusion. Intuition plus dreams equals reality. For creativity, to pursue from your dreams, to ground you in everyday life. Before you can rely on anyone, you rely on you. Okay, so if you look at your psychological drives, that's the moon, that's the sun, the Mercury, the Mars, you know, aligning with the universe, you can then now pursue your creative ideas from your dreams. It's not just going to ground you in your everyday life. It's also, it's going to help you to grow, shape into your destiny, into a more longer if you have no substance and you have no energy behind it, what are you pursuing in your everyday life? An illusion. Something needs to make something clear within their visions to help them to achieve their desires, their intellect, from the choices, from the energy behind their substances. Maybe someone is a substance abuser and that is not helping when it comes to everyday life. It's an illusion, isn't it? Because you're heavily on substance. Maybe someone's heavily on substance and it's pointing them into an illusion. Because someone's spinning something in the woodwork. But your intuition can clear the fog of an illusion. Illusions. Ill health. Ill illusions. Ill illusions. Self-delusions. From foolish desires that lead into dangerous areas. That doesn't bring things into focus. It brings things into an illusions. Maybe take it as it resonates. You know, you can't make my perspective or my point of view that's guiding you out of confusion, having an issue, be your everyday kind of desire or crutch. You've got to go within yourself and have that more inspiration to like look at yourself as a beautiful device, isn't it? Because now you look at the soul's pathway. Maybe you feel disconnected by your energy. Maybe not enthusiastic because you're not keen on a new idea anymore because it's an illusion. Maybe look at as first progress when it comes to maybe your destiny. Or you're looking at easy, overshot through like poor observation of unformed and maybe enthusiasm because it's come from an illusion, from someone's dark aspects of trouble, a troubled psychological drive. Rapid progress is happening for you, collective. You seem to be making some quick decisions, but don't forget your intuition, like a credit card. All right, it will help you from your pathway, from your decisions. Maybe someone you feel is an illusion because they acted out of hasty, and now you're looking at over wasted resources. And also, collective, don't underestimate your own resources because look how much resources you have. I think maybe some of you's underestimating yourself. Yeah, you're being difficult to yourself, babe. You got to be more confident. You're like a flower. Look how much things, look how much pot. Oh, you could do pottery. Or you could be into pottery. Because now I see you banging in an idea. Something's flowing in. Something's blossoming, flowering from a new... You're going through an illusion. Wicked. And you're seeing that you are the plant. You have so many pots inside of you that has... That's... What am I tell you? Because the 7 of Cups in the tarot normally have 7 cups in it. It's all what's in you, your resources. Now that's all your pots. Right, you got more than 7, my friend. Go within. You're underestimating yourself. You're beautiful little flower. It seems like you're blossoming in a new idea. Maybe you're aiming your intentions towards going through an illusion. Because now you see rapid speed. And you feel maybe someone's stuck in an illusion. So now they're spinning out of control because they wasted their time. Maybe focusing on the air sign person. So now maybe their rapid achievements is causing enemies. Now they're quarreling. Now you see disputes springing up. Now you've got gossip injuring when it comes to maybe someone's reputation because it's larger than yours. So because someone's probably in the situation already, in an institution, because we saw the Hierophant, they've already planted a bad reputation about you. Why? Because they see you as a new up-and-coming person, as a threat. Because so they're so busy looking at you that now you have come rapid speed, and now rapid speed becomes envy. So now this seems to be a quarrel, because someone's in their limitations, because they're in an illusion. They want to remove you and keep you in an illusion, maybe with doubt, delays, to lead you into stagnation. But now you're moving, but carefully. That's beautiful. You're like a flower, collective. You're starting all over again. Yeah, you're like a flower. You're designed for the method of a soul having a human experience. So where you aiming your intentions, your energy, your actions when it comes to planning, when it comes to maybe plan of a multiple, maybe new ideas, new plans. Okay, maybe you're very curious about maybe the 3 of Fire. Yeah, and I just said that. your intentions, your energy, your actions. Because now you're in maybe the 3 of fire. Because you're in the 7 of fire. Because the 3 of fire is bringing in success. 3 to 7. So what is your favor? What is your backbone? And where must you back down on? And where can you bring your victory? Because what's achieved will be realized from hard work. So now maybe you're in this energy collective of admirations. Maybe you're coming out of that direction of the matrix. Maybe you are in that energy of conceiving. Maybe someone found out they're just pregnant, okay? Maybe you're looking at you're ready to be born. This reminds me of that movie as well with Tyrese. That model Tyrese in the beginning when man's born again. Maybe someone needs to stop looking for their mothers or stop looking for wives, man. I don't know. You want to be your girlfriend's son or something? I don't know. Look at the fetus. Look at the womb. You look at the sole purpose. You're looking at maybe risking an enterprise, or maybe at a beginning of an enterprise, or the beginning of being fertile. Because now you look at the body, it's like a vehicle. It's very fragile in the beginning when it comes to conception, when it comes to birth. But when it comes to final steps upon your descendant pathway, you see the courage, you see the vision. Do you know what I mean? Because now you saw the full card, remember? That's like fresh hope, fresh chances, because that's the 0. So now we're at the 0 again. So now you're looking at maybe a new idea, new enterprise. So now you've got the courage to dare to go through with your intuition, away from the illusion. Maybe look at your plans, maybe. Or maybe you're receiving something that's not in your hands just yet. It's on its way. No, don't wait for nobody. Maybe you work so hard that the energy is flowing. Your ancestors, the planetaries are bringing you something on its way. Because you're looking at the sort of self, isn't it? So before accepting any help from anyone, when it comes to maybe on earth, always use your intuition, because there's always alternative motives. This is earth. This is earth school, isn't it? You've got saints and sinners, I guess. So now you're looking at, you have to ensure to not be dependent on people. Don't be over dependent upon your own connections that don't lead you to anything but illusions and people taking you for granted. Because it seems like you're going through a beautiful new era in your life. Some people are going through plans of miscarry. In other words, some new projects are just not going anywhere. So the birth is not going anywhere. Because remember, our projects and our plans like our babies, isn't it? We put a lot of time, energy, effort. And you don't want to build your enterprise in vain because someone's in your energy that's vain, because they're looking at envy of your new ideas. Because now you're looking at your success from 3 to 7. So it's on its way. Because now you're looking at, this reminds me of the ratio, the golden ratio. There's so many avenues within ourselves, just go within the passion of your success. Maybe you feel like within this illusion, someone feels like they've been sidelined. They have a lack of enterprise, they've got lack of adventure. This is why you've got envy, because somebody wants to stay in stagnation because they're looking at your ideas and they want to promote your ideas, maybe to promote themselves. So now it's time for you to look at your own creative ideas, because now you've been born again. Hey, that's beautiful, man. No more struggles and the ruggles of the rugs. Because you know what? It's not good to keep all your struggles under a rug. Alright? Sweep them out, baby. Do some deep diving. I can see you getting to victory. Okay? Maybe you're realizing that you're more than what you are. Alright, collective? So what's in your favor? Okay, success. Where must you back down on? You've got to think about it. So now maybe you're studying the man with the beast. Ooh, maybe you're studying the belly of the beast. We live it every day, innit? This is Earth School. So now you've learned the belly of the beast. You're overcoming your obstacles. That continually makes the task, the soul, away from the soul purpose. Now you're on the path to your destiny. Maybe someone is not working because they're looking at rivals, problems, conversations, confrontations. It's making a block to the success. It's more illusions, if you get what I mean. Because you've got to put the work in. Someone's not putting the work in. Because success sometimes comes with a price of loss of energy, sickness. You see, like, some people think you're in stagnation, isolation, alienation. Maybe you have no supporters. But you disagree with that. Because you may be alone, but you're never alone. You're never by yourself. Alright? Because someone's looking at a degree of jealousy. Because now you're seeing speed from your new plans. And maybe this person's been in an energy of an illusionist when it comes to success. And now someone's hating. Maybe look at the possibilities, okay, of maybe someone being too aggressive when it comes to trying to gain success. But it's likely, anyway, collective, you're going to gain success. It's very likely for you. You're going through your obstacles, your challenges. It's overwhelming for some people, but that's them. So sometimes people like to take advantage. Nope. You've got the upper hand when it comes to discussions, negotiations, when it comes to maybe your new ideas that's birthing. Someone's in hesitation through embarrassment or indecisions that's causing their own loss because they try to cause it to you. Projection, isn't it? Do you understand? So now you're looking at maybe someone went through a new birth when it comes to promiscuity. So now that's their illusion. Maybe looking at maybe the barriers at bay when it comes to maybe not being with people that are too promiscuous because you're in your passion. You're very passionate about a rebirth. Ooh, look, it's like someone came out. I'm born again. I've got the passion. I'm going over my obstacles. I've seen something greater. I don't have no doubts. I'm being around people that like to invade my popularity with people, or sitting on the fence when it comes to maybe I've got to question you because I'm looking at my enemy. You know? So someone's made a few enemies on the way. Yeah. Maybe you'll come to calmer waters. So far we have air, water, fire, and air. Just take it as if the story resonates. I'm not going to do too much, your water sign. If the main person comes up, the main character, then we'll say main character for this reading. Let's do it a bit differently today. We're all learning to be victorious, okay, with our success. Okay, we want to all achieve because we all have a reality. Ooh, someone's going for a punishment. Someone's been investigated and someone's going for a punishment, a public punishment, because someone feels like they've been stabbed behind the back. That's why there's a rebirth. Because someone was in an illusion. Because someone was pointing someone into an illusion. A lover. So we'll think about a lover that's maybe backstabbed you. Maybe you feel like a lover backstabbed you. How long have we been here? Yeah, maybe you feel like a lover has backstabbed you. So now you feel like you're in the energy of an illusion. It feels like someone's thoughts are in punishment. Because now you're looking at the perfection of human beings. Are they good? Are they bad? The seat of the soul, man. Someone's looking at more research about the seat of the soul. Maybe they feel like they studied the naked man, the belly of the beast, and they feel like they're with a lover that is it is the beast, the belly of the beast. Someone studied that they're with the belly of the beast, their love is the belly of the beast. They're just a beast, man. They just can't help being fucking demonic. Because now you look at the 10 of air, backstabbing, someone's being cunning, someone's nervous now, but someone's trying to adapt when they're taking action, when it comes to their own ideas. Because now someone's looking at punishment, because someone's looking at an assassination of maybe someone's new project, maybe on assassination when it comes to maybe backstabbing a lover. You've got backstabbing loving, so you've got to be very vigilant when it comes to serving the soul. Maybe you're enabling a travel. Maybe you're looking at maybe a safety pathway to your destiny. It does come with trials and tribulations, okay? Because now you feel like maybe you're a subject of maybe someone's backstabbing. Maybe you're looking at surrender in order to renew whatever you have lost. Because now you're looking at a new pathway. Someone was trespassing against your integrity of your destiny. I think someone should look at I heard it again. Chipotle. About transparency when it comes to contracts, when it comes to maybe sustainability vehicle, when it comes to life. Because someone is looking at also when it comes to a lover, when the promise and a contract of life itself is broken, then the vehicle of life itself shatters to let out the poison. Maybe someone's looking at there's been pain and disappointment because things come to a crisis, an ending, because you've got the Ten of Swords. Maybe someone's struggling over this, or maybe someone feels useless because they feel like they're being used by a lover. Someone that's the belly of the beast. Because you know when you're having sex and you have like your rod and you go into a garden, someone feels like they were banging in God's demon, the belly of the beast, the devil. So now maybe someone's looking at the struggles. They feel like they're being used for their energy, time, money. So now this sounds seems to be trouble that's beginning to manifest. But collective, things will get better. You can survive through this, alright? I know it's a stressful time, easier said than done. I know it can be such a stressful pace, but we've got to begin somewhere. You've got to get up. I know it doesn't show it in the Ten of Swords, but this is when the man's lying on the floor. Just get up, learn from it, and you can see a new horizon. Use your intuition to go through the illusion. Maybe whatever story you told yourself, or maybe someone told a story against you, and now someone's looking at imprisonment for self-pity, of acceptance of blame. Maybe someone's blaming everyone else by doing transformation of an old story to explore new possibilities, boy, of how they're going to lie, extend this lie, innit? So the question is, what do you have to watch out for? That was the question. Punishment. Someone was telling a story and it's become pain and pleasure, not pleasure and play. Alright. Maybe somebody was trying to poison someone, a lover, because they're very envious about someone's destiny. What's here? Yeah, you're looking at push and pull. Four of air. Someone's thinking. Of what do they have to watch out for? What do you have to watch out for? Actions. Someone's actions. Because someone's in the belly of the beast, man. You got to look out for someone's actions. Because when you look out for someone's actions, what you're really looking is studying. Do you know what? They say this is the study of Christ. The study of the Christ child. Maybe someone feels someone's a golden child. But only God is the golden child there, isn't it? He brings life and rebirth. Look at action though. Many projects has been birthed. All collective, keep going. Because this is like Leonardo's notebook, isn't it? And it's referring to the power of a patron. He feels like when I betrayed a Christ child, it imprisoned him. That's what that was about. This was drawn in 1776. If I show him grown up, will you do worse to me? It may refer to his arrest for homosexuality in 1476. We look at the actions of born in a new idea, or looking at the actions of someone discovering a new idea. What are they coming with? The intentions behind the offerings. Maybe someone is seeing the speed of someone's action, and whatever they said, the lies over the years, is making them look like they're in prison now, because now you're looking at, they betrayed God, didn't it? So now, even down to Leonardo, he even asked God. He betrayed God, and he felt like God's going to imprison him. So if he shows he's grown up, repent, will you do worse to me? Because he was looking at his arrest for homosexuality in 1476. So now you're looking at maybe someone's actions when it comes to the body. It was too promiscuous. God don't like promiscuity. Say that for nothing, Miss Genevieve Nadia. So now you're looking at maybe help when it comes to manifest the soul's intentions. Maybe looking at maybe two of are united when it comes to maybe the feminine and masculine to bring in the strength. That's love first. Maybe looking at God. Hey, I just mentioned you. You know this is my God card. You may be thinking about maybe a King of Swords. God, I just mentioned you. When I betrayed God, you imprisoned me. If I show him grown up, I'm grown up. What will you do worse to me? That's amazing. We're looking at yin and yang, up and down to earth, balance. If I grow up and balance, will you do worse to me? Maybe someone's praying to God now, you know. Can I look at new endeavors when it comes to maybe your dreams, your dream downloads from God? All right, I get lots of predictions from God. That's why Genevieve asked me, Genevieve Nadia, who directed Lionheart, she said, is God real? So you're not allowed to question because you stole. Just like how Leonardo is asking, God, will you do worse for me? Because I got arrested for homosexuality in 1476. So now we're looking at the soul's intentions when it comes to two are united. So there seems to be a sense of glory when you unite with God. God is in you. So if someone's pointing a direction, do you understand? Someone is going to be publicly punished because someone stole God's ideas. Do you understand? Whether you like it or not, we don't care if you're a practitioner. We don't care if you want to create illusions through partitioning, through voodoo, doo-doo. We don't care about your love spells, your hate spells, your death spells, your witchy, bitchy bitches, because you've got no common sense. Now look at your illusion. God saw right through it. I don't know why I'm to these people, you know. Let me behave myself. Maybe someone look at new endeavors anyway. Alright. Or you're looking at the Lord of Air. You could be thinking about God. You could be thinking about King of Swords. Maybe there's a private investigator looking for an illusion. You could be a King of Swords. Okay. You could be an investigator. You could be a project manager. You could be someone that is in a new project when it comes to how must you temper the power with fairness, balance, truth. Maybe you're looking at Pope Alexander. He was a brilliant soldier, a ruthless manipulator. His motto was Caesar or nothing. Caesar salad or nothing, boy. And Leonardo served him until 1502. Leonardo served him. A manipulator. Caesar maybe, mineral star, but someone feels manipulated. You're looking at someone's intentions, someone's scrutinizing or looking at details of discipline when it comes to logic, when it comes to God, or someone's ship-shafting and taking the piss like they're burglars. You can burgle on earth, but don't come into your dreams. You can burgle like Genevieve Nadia did. Yo, your life is disorder. It's a muddle. You got poor demands because your soul path lies on the back of other people's hands. Now, back off. As long as you keep focus upon your destiny collective, Okay? God will show you an intellectual way. Okay? But there's an inability for some people to empathize because they've got no empathy to change power because they like to be ruthless. Dictatorship. When it comes to maybe autocratic leadership or cruelty. So when you lead others away from their purpose, away from Father, oh God, you're going to be punished. It's called karmic debt. So now maybe someone's evaluating things. It could be a King of Swords or God is evaluating things with the power and authority. Maybe look at the reasons why you helped an illusionist. Because I'm looking at maybe just fairness, justice, matters, principles. Because there seems to be someone needs to use their critical and discernment eye carefully. Someone needs to cut loose by making a sacrifice. And that's why someone tried to make a sacrifice. So now someone is not disciplined when it comes to code of conduct. They're more ruthless. Okay, maybe someone that has no mercy for you. Yes, Lord of Fire. Yes, and the one that King of Blood Clot Baji. Oh, King of Cups. Queen of Cups. Is look at your experiences, maybe. Because something's birthing. Now you're looking at celebration. Because now you're looking at the King and Queen of Cups. Somebody wants to send a loving message when it comes to urging to create something solid from a small project. Something's flowering. Because now you're looking at reliability. Someone's convincing the truth about Madonna, Mary Magdalene, about donations in the memory, transporting to victory. Now we're looking at prosperity, balance, fairness, truth. Fourth air, someone's thinking about a lover. When it comes to union of a foundation, when it comes to prosperity, 10 of earth, inheritance, old school money. Now you're looking at an alchemist. When it comes to 9 of fire, because before someone done trajectory, now it was small, now we're creating a big beautiful barrier. Okay, because someone's got the stigma, yeah baby, to invest in maybe a spiritual journey. Because now you have the Ace of Cups. Someone's in love because somebody wanted to end it though, because they had their own trials and tribulations, putting their own cosmos together when it comes to their own imagination. Someone's taking that leap of faith anyway. We're looking at the 2 of air. We're looking at respect. We're looking at pain and pleasure. Someone is maybe in confinement now, all right, because they were too needy. They bring too many burdens when it comes to being blunt with the truth. Because now we're looking at a small new project, a creative idea from a small new idea. Can I look at the Lady of Earth? She was looking at maybe success, but she was doing projections because she was looking at maybe conceiving into something that don't belong to her. So now they're looking at the roots of this Queen of Pentacles. They come to the 9 of Earth. Someone's probably single or looking for independent wealth for their family with a water sign person. So they were overindulging. They're laborers at work with a Lady of Fire. And now because of this lie in action, somebody was lying about God. Somebody was lying about God. 7 of air now, boy. And they took action and took the birth of God's womb and made many projects, babies in it. So now it's airborne. It's out. That was their wish fulfillment. So now God said, Empress, yo, 5 era go on, you know. Contention in the place. She said, what? God, what you tell me? You lie. It's not them I fight. Because now you look at the Lord of Earth. When I fight the Empress. Because there's an airborne. They already got a project. They got to get rid of it. You got to give it back to God, boy. Everything you did, you got to give it back. Your contentions are disgusting. 5 of air, you know. Bully Betties. Queen of Pentacles. with a Virgo person and a King of Cups and a Queen of Wands. But they're looking more at this Taurus person. So Lady of Earth. You're disappointed. Good. Disappointed, man. Look at him. I'm so disappointed about my projects, darling. The Emperor wants to turn his back from me because he's in danger. There's a cannon of danger. And that's what the Emperor's looking at. But he's looking at Earth Angel. But he's come with so much battles. Maybe it's time to face the Empress. Maybe he wants the assembly, renewal. Because now some look at the strength of conjunctions. When it comes to maybe 3 parties. When it comes to maybe a social group. Yeah, because your social group, man. Your perspective is bullshit. In this Taurus or institution. They're fucking up God's planet, man. Yeah, let me tell you, the soul world. Yeah, they're bringing the fire of water, man. No empathy. How can you be a pastor or do Hamire one day kill? And you don't even look after people then proper. You're not making no bumper clock sense. So now someone's looking at higher priestess. They want to bring struggle to an air sign person. A lady of earth. The cokehead. Yo, Lord of Fire. Well, go on. Someone's looking at the Lord of Fire. The Lord of Fire is someone that shows he has courage. His background as well is once you betray me. That's it. That's it. That's why he's got his intellect face on. Maybe he's feeling things clearly. And sometimes clearly, words don't apply to him. That's why he's got maybe God behind his back. What God you don't apply to me. God said, yo, don't make me conk you in the back of your head, you know. Remember your grandparents when they combing that hair and you're too tough. God said, I'm going to conk you in the back of your fucking head, bitter man. And Lord of Fire said, okay, I'm sorry, daddy. I was in an illusion. I'm sorry, I'm coming back home. God said, you better point your blood clot back home, my friend. Get your ass back home, boy. He's like he's getting in trouble. You know when your dad pulls your ear? It's like he's crying. Daddy, don't hurt me too much. I was promiscuous with a Queen of Pentacles. I'm so sorry. You're out of order. Someone's looking at punishment, man. It seems to be like a... it could be a project manager doing research of new details. Maybe they're doing like a renewal of a contract. Maybe he's done his annual... annual report, business report is pointing something in the direction of illusion. Maybe someone looked to look at maybe F10. I think everyone should do an F10. Only Pampers or is it P&G that do that really. Only time I ever found it, to be honest, with them. I like doing business case studies. I quite enjoy that. I would love to go back to uni. Someone could be going back to uni. Maybe you're studying a PhD, saying go that way, come at your illusion. Because now the Lord of Fire is looking at a very strong, devoted, honest masculine that brings vital self-assurance when it comes to maybe unfolding information that's new. This masculine is looking at maybe a very good creative idea. It could be an entrepreneur person or a mentor. You could be looking at maybe a leader that lends support but is going for the less fortunate around him. And he's to stop that. It's an illusion. Time to look after their fucking self. Because God is in everybody. So he's looking at his own. I reckon this man devalues himself, man. He likes this illusion. Maybe he's fucky too much. Maybe this fire sign and this fucking Lord of Fire and Lord of Air could be a King of Swords and a King of Wands. I reckon maybe they devalue themselves, man. I think it's just promiscuous. But they're very passionate, though. They're very passionate. Because now they're looking at autonomy, autocracy, dog nation, dogma, isms, schisms. They may be looking at the self-righteousness. Could be sort of 2 of Pentacles. Maybe looking at loss and profit or loss of dignity and pride. Maybe he's looking at people as an example and then he's disappointed. Maybe he delegated some of his like resources to the weak, to the belly and the beast, a lover. Maybe he gave them tasks, innit? to others, but it weakened their position. And that's why you got the 10 of air. But they're realizing if they use their intuition, they can see through this illusion, and that they got many potteries inside. Now they're birthing a more solid idea because they're going through the illusion. Because maybe they had like immature information, it wasn't solid. Now you got the Lord of Air. That's probably like facts, innit? Not facts, not an opinion. Facts does not curiosity. Facts and not just assumptions, because assumptions create war, innit? So maybe that's why people are manipulative and all that sort of situation. So now maybe looking at the dignity and self-respect that's in the heart of maybe these two masculines, or one masculine, one. Maybe looking at maybe realignment when it comes to the soul of the self by using your intuition, when it comes to your dreams and your reality outside of yourself by looking at synchronicities. But these two masculines, this one don't look happy, boy. He looks like he's miserable. He's proper looking at, I reckon he's a new entrepreneur. I reckon he's got an idea. And I think because he undervalues himself, he brings in people he thinks is good. But it got to that position through illusions by taking people's information and energy. And then after, they backstab you with manipulation. So now you've got to see through your own intuition. See with your intuition through an illusion. Because this masculine, he's a visionary, innit? Because remember, fires can burn air, you know. Do you understand? Right. But at the same time, air can't burn up the fire. Oh yeah, your creativities, we can break it down. And that will put you in your feeling. But remember, fire can burn air, innit? They can burn paper. So maybe someone's not renewing someone's contract no more. They're turning their back because it's an illusion. But they're looking at this lovable person, looking at a new endeavors, new entrepreneur maybe. Maybe they feel it's time to face a situation. Because I'm looking at time. Maybe they're thinking it's time to face the fear or fear of someone that's leading them into maybe an illusion. Maybe it's time to take control and believe in God. And don't do that uneasy game of tyrant and then you're going to play like fucking victim. That's only going to lead you into further weakness and further abuse, isn't it? You just got to tell the truth. Your creative intelligence can lead you away from illusions into a good direction. It's a different pathway. Yeah, because someone's looking at 3 and 2 or fire. That's rivals, conflicts, challenges, obstacles. Because now someone's looking at it's time to maybe face someone maybe. Or face their own power by going within and saying, ask myself, where are you moving closer to? Are you moving closer to your destiny or you stay in an illusion? What's your options, opinions? Is it opinion? Has he turned it into facts? Or are you being offended? Or what opportunities are being offered to you for your direction out of maybe a matrix or something? I'll do 2 more cards, alright? Because we've gone way out. Someone's looking at a direction where they feel like there's an opportunity. Maybe they feel they had to fight for it. This fire sign person. Maybe they're looking at divided time, age. Maybe looking back of maybe the mounting of physical, maybe promiscuity that bring too much battles. Maybe you're looking at an opportunity or an occasion that's timeless, but because you're looking at the qualities when you combine your intuition with your own inner resources to bring about your good fortune. Because Maybe someone feels nothing is fated to the one who lives in the present moment of promiscuity. It just weighs you down. So maybe someone's weighing things up in the light of the moment. Because when you're a player, this is when you're playing out away from your destiny. But there's a treasure waiting for you. It's for us to find it through the soul passage or the soul's passport through our many births. So maybe someone's holding true to the promise of his destiny. It could be this King of Wands. Maybe King of Wands is looking at King of Wands. I feel like every time I say this man, I should say, I feel like I'm saying Byron. No. Was it that film in the beginning when Tyrese was there? Is it Byron? Or was it with Bow Wow? Maybe I'm mixing up the two. Yeah, well, anyway. Maybe you're looking at your networks, your hub of where you do your promotions for opportunities to open things up. It comes with too much bullying, rivalry. Whoever he went promiscuity with, it's time to face, man. This player thing is just playing yourself into maybe conflict with your own success. How can you settle like a flower in your pot? You can't have the soil there, the pot over there, the flower seed over yasser. Now you're weak in an illusion all over the place. Now you've got to go and show the masculine up now. Look at the Empress showing him up. She's like, yeah, you come this way, my youth, you old soul. Ooh, maybe look at this old soul now. Maybe it's time to confront something. Something seems to be running out of luck. Maybe this masculine feels like he's in a bad luck situation. He's missed an opportunity. Maybe someone's holding resentment. Because now life is unpredictable, isn't it? If the energy has run out of your plan, you must attend to it rightfully at the right time, right season to plant again. Don't be discouraged because you went through something that didn't really set off. That's not an excuse. Because now you're looking at a visionary and we're looking at the master of plans, or you're looking at God. When it comes to the God energy is in you. It's time to face us, to face God in it through our energy. Maybe you're looking at an event and maybe you're choosing to withdraw from it because now you're looking at the state of affairs and you're maybe looking at the state of affairs. It's not fixed. You can't fix it. It's ended. So whatever pattern you're attracting, you've always got a way out. Always got a way out. Yeah, always got a way out. Oh, I love you, collective. I got one more call. I want to go. I was going to do verifications, but we've been here a long time. Even me bloody battery's dying. Hold on a minute, lovely. Uh-oh. Battery's dying. Sorry, collective. I had 5. Change 5. There seems to be a change when it comes to your independence, when it comes to maybe your success, your abundance. I can see creating something. You could be seeing 333, 555, 666. You could be in the energy, okay, of looking at your conflicts for a different direction. We saw 5%. Maybe your energy's gone from 100% to 5%. Now it's time to face you're in an illusion. Change. 5 means change. And 5 means Leo. Maybe you're looking at planet 5. Because we had 5% on my phone. Maybe you're looking at your love affair, your romance attachments, promiscuity. Maybe some of you is looking at maybe creative endeavors when it comes to maybe a business, when it comes to art and drama. Some of you is looking at maybe the house 5 when it comes to children, pleasure, play, or is it pleasure and purpose or pleasure and pain? What's your speculation? Why and how are you trying to be right? What are you trying to be right about? And why and how? Do you know what I mean? Maybe you're looking at someone's poor opinion when it comes to maybe someone's human nature. Maybe someone caused this person to be a bit bitter. Not bitter, but maybe this person feels like they've always been battling since a child. Maybe thinking, when is it ever going to stop? And God says it has stopped. 10 of swords. 10 of swords. It's okay. What are you trying to be right about? What's the contention? What's the dishonor? What's the degrees or the degrade of the soul? Is it for destroying others or bringing obstructions on the pathway of your destiny? Is it to be antagonistic and argumentative under the veil of deception? To be deeper into malice? What's your unconscious motives? Maybe that's what this person's thinking on his pathway. What's your motives? Do you always have to be right? Do you always have to diminish others to make it? What's your contentions and your troubles are likely to make you take away from your purpose? Because someone's trying to take advantage of maybe this masculine or this king of swords or someone in one when it comes to their positions. It's very unethical when it comes to their tactics, very dirty tricks. They keep on, maybe got to keep on the alert. Because someone's in the illusion. It could be two people in one person. Or maybe someone's looking at winning a fight, but victory can be hard won. But is it worth it when it comes to triggers of arguments? Maybe it's time to face a situation because he's looking at facing. The planets can work within you, but God needs space, isn't it? And if you're with a codependent person, smothering, always in your business, can't get no space, how can God work through you? It's like if I had a table and a chair. I need to sit down now. I can't move the chair while it's stuck on the table. Okay, I need a table, because I want to sit down and eat my food. I can't fucking move the chair. I can't really use the table, can I? I got to sit on the table. That's not ethical, is it? No, it's not. God needs room, man, just like a table and chair. It needs room. Do you understand? And you'll be fighting all the time. Fighting, illusions. Everyone needs room to breathe because that it brings you a different perspective as well. But doesn't mean you must go away for 13 years because you're in your feelings. Duh! No. Or 5 years because you're in your feelings. So now you're looking at maybe someone's thoughts when it comes to uncertainty, when it comes to maybe uncertainty dogs your steps. You're maybe looking at attempts for reconciliation, but met with a little bit of argument, or trying to find a mutual agreement. Could it seem to be someone dug a really deep hole for themselves? Dig deeper to find out what's been buried out of sight, because it will change everything for you. It will even make you check people's motives very carefully. So, you could be looking deeply into your own self-belief, and maybe you haven't shared it with other people, but examine the practicality of your application before you ever sign a contract, because it could be an illusion. Look at the views, look at your abstracts, because it seems to be a sense of dishonor can be healed by someone apologizing or by putting things behind you in your direction. That's nice. Just tell the fucking truth, man. Honestly, we're all big people. Only one that can punish you, are God, Your woman's not your mother, and your man's not your father, and not my probation officer. I'll tell you that for nothing. Slavery days went. Well, for some anyway. Don't be chained to your partners, man. Like this, It brings contentment. We can live together, I guess. Yes, told you, someone's putting things back. You need barriers. Maybe this masculine feels new information has given him ground ship because now you look at the Lord of Earth. Oh, disappointment. Oh, you don't make me sick, man. Honestly. Oh, look out for this King of Earth, man. No. You just come spoil up the fucking reading, King of Earth, man. I don't know what I'm to you people. King of Earth, go find yourself. You need barriers, man. I think you're in your force. Maybe maybe you're stuck in those happy times and always go drinking with yourself. Well, you're an illusionist. You're a bastard. Maybe someone has now realized what's good has motherfucking gone. And you can't get it back. Can't get it back. Why? Because maybe someone's looking at what is troubling you and what troubles are you expecting and how to deal with it. Get rid of this repelling little bastard, a king of fucking earth. It could be fucking Genevieve Nadia's blood clot daddy, or the fucking masculine side of this fucking Genevieve Nadia, or you could be dealing with a lord of earth. Get rid of him, man. He's an idiot. Maybe someone look at the background, maybe. Because maybe looking at a simple device that erases. You're looking at maybe ladders. You may be looking at sledges. Maybe you're trying to welcome in a practical sense of maybe a city, maybe building, maybe a new idea, a birthing. So now maybe look at the soul of the self. It must remain vigilant when it comes to expectations of trouble ahead. It could be this fucking King of Pentacles looking at everybody's business. Look at mature risk assessment. So maybe you're looking at this risk assessment and maybe you're looking at maybe being cautious when it comes to help clearing the path of your destiny so that you don't become overwhelmed by unrealistic sense of danger or sense of inadequacy. Maybe look at maybe being more resourceful when it comes to maybe repelling, because what troubles are you expecting and how can you deal with it? Because now you're looking at maybe something's overwhelming by an unrealistic sense of danger, because maybe someone lied about an unexpected danger because they're looking for someone's resources and they look at convictions. Maybe someone's guarding the opposition, and opposition could be the Lord of Earth. Opposition is bringing in difficulties and troubles ahead of them, or maybe they put it behind them now, because now you're looking at preparing your defense when it comes to discipline, because you have a clear plan from something to nothing, from new to solid, from liquid to solid, from nothing to something. Maybe assessing the risk, your plans, because someone's looking at hostile undertaking, because someone's under attack. So maybe someone is to draw deeply into their resources, into their own resources, maybe. There seem to be obstacles and problems that keep maybe following this two masculines. It could be this king of earth. Because there seem to be troubles, trials and tribulations. They seem to be impacting, affecting their health and their outlook when it comes to their thinking, when it comes to emotions and their thoughts. It's troubling their outlooks. It's more coming into manifestations of bullying, thieving, you name it. It needs to be in their conviction because it's something repelling. Because there seems to be trouble. What troubles are you expecting and how can you deal with it? Get rid of this fucking Lord of Earth. Because his outlook is not airing to pay attention. Because something's nagging. The instincts is probably nagging you. And it's continuously like, I think it's antagonizing, man. You know, like when someone just keep bugging because they want you to be weak. They're waiting for you to be weak. It's like they're waiting for this masculine to be weak so they can pounce on him. He's saying, I nearly said the word, you know. Hey, I just felt the saints put their hand over my mouth. One time, yeah, I went to the shop and this lady pushed me because she wanted to get to the counter. Long story short, I turned and said, did you just push me? She said, yeah. I said, are you looking for trouble? I said, it's like, how can you deal with this? So my mind said, I asked her, did you really push me for truth? She said, yeah, because I want to get to the counter. I'm not joking. I heard my ancestors say, push her back. And I push her back, you see, like this. And she back her head on the fucking something. She started crying. She wants sympathy. I looked at her and said, listen, this is not 1800. Don't you ever look at someone like me and dare to put your fucking hand on me. And when I asked you to say sorry, and why did you do that? You were ignorant. Now, behave yourself, make this the last time. And I walked out. She couldn't say nothing. She called police though. She called police though. Oh yeah, and I went to them as well. I pointed out, listen, I'm not looking for no Karen to entertain today. I went and I told them, so I talked very fast. They looked at me before they even said a word. I walked off. And they didn't say nothing to me. They said nothing. Mind yourself, Anna. Right. So now maybe someone's designing for a method of repelling. Because now you're looking at a sledge ladder or a ladder. Because look, sledge ladder, pulling things together. Yeah, pulling things back together. They're passionate about bringing it all back from projection to bring. Because remember when you make something fall apart? That was trajectory. Now we're in bringing it back into order, it looks like. Because there seems to be obstacles, problems when it comes to maybe an operation. There seems to be troubles or trials. Because now you're looking at, maybe look at your daily life that makes you lose sight of the main objective in your life. Maybe you're losing the wood of the trees because you're too Ras Clark fucking promiscuous with your dirty Queen of Pentacles, Genevieve Big Pussy Nadia. Because now you're looking at your karmics. Maybe you're losing your money, which is your tree, because they look at you like a money tree. So now someone's maybe reevaluating someone's motive. Do you need to struggle on or change your tactics? Remember, walking love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.